Like I always did way too much than I should have, and I've been a big guy my whole life, so I always like was overdoing it. You feel me? But back home I was broke, so I could only take it to a certain level before I had to stop. You know, you ain't got no more money, ain't no money fronting you, so you just fuck. You know, but as I started making money on the road. You and then once you start getting a little popularity, then you gotta pay for shit. Everything is free. You feel me?
Yeah.
So then I had some shows in Phoenix for my birthday. It was right around the middle of June. And I had 3 shows, 3 different nights. It was Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And each of those nights, the manager got me a 5th of Casamigos Reposado and an 8th of some Loud Pack, right? So every day I walk in there and I'll finish the whole 5th by myself. I was with my guy right here, but he wasn't drinking at the time. Yeah. So I'm killing the whole 5th. Before I'm going on stage even, I'm already done with the whole day of Casamigos and shit. So I was going hard, and then on top of that, I'll pregame during the day. I'll slam Twisted Teas, you know. So I just drank a shitload that whole week. And by the end of the show, bro, I was real like fatigued. I couldn't I had shortness of breath. And I've been a big guy, so I've always had shortness of breath. But I'm talking about like from walking from like I was in hotel rooms at some certain cities. I'll be in my hotel room and I'll be too lazy to take the elevator to the lobby. Like I'll be like, hell no, there's like 5 steps to the elevator, and then I gotta get that. I would just stay in my room all day, and I knew that something was wrong. I was like, this is not normal. Even me as a big guy, like something's wrong with me. But I kept ignoring it. Then from Phoenix, when we left from Phoenix, we came back to LA for like 2 days. I was in the flight, and I'm realizing my legs are starting to feel funny. Like I had Crocs on and shit, and my feet wouldn't fit in the Crocs no more, bro. Like they were too fucking big, and I realized I was like, I think something's wrong with them. And they were all hinchados and shit, all swollen. I was like, fuck, you know? And I started looking up, like, why would your feet get swollen? Why are you shortness of breath? My voice had gone away for like 2 different times in the past year, and it was all kind of just leading to like, you know, you Google shit, it takes you to the worst fucking
cancer.
Yeah, so it's just like
BNS, dog. Did he get BNS?
I think so. It was like your heart is fucked up, all this shit, and I knew it because like, you know, I knew I fucked around a lot, so I was like, fuck. Well, I'm gonna just, as a man, I'm gonna just eat that shit and wait for it to go away. So then I had a flight that same week. After Phoenix, I had a flight from LA to Philadelphia, so it's across the country. So now I get in the plane and I'm sitting there, and I guess since I wasn't moving, my legs started to like get even more swollen. You got blood clots and shit. And I didn't know at the time because I hadn't been to the doctor. I had never taken like high blood pressure medicine. Like I had never taken care of myself. So I'm not knowing, right? So I get to Philadelphia, and when I'm in Philly, I get a fucking Uber from the airport to the hotel, and I'm getting out the Uber, and I'm just like, even walking from the fucking door of the hotel to the fucking front desk, I was like, something's wrong. Like I'm sweating and shit, but I'm still like, fuck it. Then I go to my hotel room that night. I sleep. I couldn't even sleep laying down, bro. Like every time I would lay down, I feel like I just started coughing crazy, bro. I was like, well, something's wrong with me, you know. I was scared, but I was still like, you know what? I'm gonna just drink more to fucking forget about it. And I would just get more fucked up. Then we did a show in Philly the next day. I couldn't barely even perform, bro. Like I was just so out of breath, so tired, you know, and so out of it. Like I didn't even put my full into the show. And then the next day I did New Jersey. So we drove 2 hours to New Jersey, and I remember the whole car ride. I was just feeling like shit. We did the show, we rocked it. And then at this time, since I couldn't really breathe well, I bought an over-the-counter inhaler.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that, so I'm hitting the inhaler, and I'm coughing up crazy phlegms and shit, you know, but I'm just hitting the inhaler thinking it's helping me. Then we get to New York City. So this is 3 cities in 3 days. When we get to New York, we got 5 shows in New York. We knock out 3 of the shows at the 4th show. So it's 2 days. 2 days we split up 5 shows. So at the second day at the 4th show, I'm on stage and I'm doing my jokes, but I'm on autopilot. I'm not even giving a shit about the audience. I'm just kind of talking, and then I'm running out of breath. Yeah. So I'm just like stopping, and I'm looking at the audience, and they're kind of laughing, but at the same time they can see that
you're struggling.
Motherfucker's about to fall over or something.
Yeah.
So I tell them, I'm like, you know what? I gotta cut the show short. I think I'm gonna go to the hospital. And I pulled out my inhaler on stage. I was like, I'm having a hard time breathing. I even got this shit with me. So they were all like, cool. You get the fuck out of here to go get help.
Go help yourself.
So I got off stage, And at this point, like I'm drinking Gatorade, I'm drinking whatever I think is gonna help me, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, fuck, I just can't breathe. I can't. And it's like when you gotta take a shit, like the closer you get to the bathroom, the more you gotta shit. You feel me? So I was like, I'm gonna go to the hospital in LAX. We got an 8 a.m. flight. I'm gonna get on the plane and I'm gonna land and I'm going straight to the hospital. I'm not even going home. And then like as I'm like standing there watching Renee perform, I'm just like, nah, I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna make it to LAX. So I got an Uber from the venue to the hospital right there in Manhattan. I walk in and you know what I mean, it's the ER on a fucking Saturday night, busting, you know, motherfuckers in there with stab wounds and shit. I walk in and I tell them what's going on, but they see it in my face like, oh, this guy, like, he can't even stand up straight. He's leaning on shit. Like, I'm bad, bro. So they take me into the office to check, like, my blood pressure. As soon as they put that shit around my fucking thing, the lady just damn near went pale. She called the whole team. I had never seen some shit like this happen, like in the movies where the whole fucking hospital team walks in. They put me on the stretcher. They're literally running me down the hallway and shit. They put a fucking... That oxygen thing, respirator on me. They got they take off my shirt. They're trying to see what's going on. So they got an ultrasound, and I'm still like bullshit, you know. So I remember the doctor being like, "Oh, we don't have any more lube," and I'm like, "Spit on that shit." So I got nurses on each side trying to find my veins because I'm so fat. They can't find my fucking veins and shit. Now they're laughing. I got needles in my fucking hand and shit. This motherfucker laughing and shit. But I'm like, fuck it, you know, like I'm a comic. I'm a joke till I die. You feel me? Even if I die right here, I went out with a bang. You know.